Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're really cutting straight to the chase on manifestation. Forget the endless theories for a moment.
Yeah, we're looking at a specific set of sources. Neville Goddard, Conny Méndez, Emet Fox, thinkers like that.
And these sources make a pretty huge claim, don't they, about something often called metaphysical prayer?
They do. They essentially promise a method that, if followed correctly, leads to, well, 100% success. A kind of shortcut to creating your reality.
Okay, that's bold. So our mission today is to distill this. What are the core concepts that supposedly make this work?
We're focusing mainly on two big ideas that weave through all these teachings: vibration and internal coherence.
Right. So if we're going to master this language of creation, what is that language? Where do we even start?
Well, the absolute foundation, according to all of them, is vibration. It's that hermetic principle, everything vibrates, everything's energy and motion.
Not just physical stuff, but our thoughts, our feeling.
Exactly. Thoughts, emotions, critically our words, they all have a specific vibrational frequency.
I like how Conny Méndez explains it, that analogy of the airplane propeller.
Oh, it's perfect, isn't it?
Yeah. When it's still, you see the blades, but as it speeds up, faster and faster.
The frequency increases.
Until they just become invisible, transparent. They haven't vanished. They've just shifted frequency.
Precisely. And that's what we're aiming for internally. Shifting our own frequency to match the reality we desire, making that reality the dominant vibration.
Okay, but here's something that really jumped out at me from the sources. They draw this sharp line. It's not just about thinking or feeling, but the word, capital W, or el verbo in Mendez's terms. Why the emphasis on the spoken word over just, feeling good or thinking positive thoughts?
That's a crucial distinction they make. The word is seen as the point of crystallization, the bridge.
Like in the scriptures they often cite.
Exactly. Metaphysically speaking, Genesis, God didn't just think light. God said, let there be light, or John 1.1, in the beginning was the word.
So the act of saying it,
Right.
That's the key.
It's the declaration. Thoughts and feelings are vital, yes, but they can be chaotic, unfocused, conditioned by fear.
Right.
The ability to consciously choose and verbalize a specific intention that's seen as uniquely human, uniquely divine. It solidifies the vibration.
Florence Scovel Shinn called it your magic wand.
Your word is your magic wand.
Yeah.
That's it. It's the final step in consciously directing creative energy.
Okay, but then, the big question. If the word is so powerful, why doesn't it work for most people? Millions are saying affirmations, I am wealthy, I am healthy, and well.
And nothing changes, or things get worse. Yeah.
Why?
This is what they call the coherence problem. It boils down to a massive lack of vibrational coherence.
Meaning
Meaning there's internal chaos. You say, I am abundant, but your underlying thought is, no, I'm not, look at my bank account. And your gut feeling is fear or lack.
so you've got these conflicting signals firing off all at once.
Precisely. You're saying one thing, thinking another, feeling a third. It's like trying to tune a radio to 3 different stations simultaneously. You just get static.
Yeah.
You cancel yourself out.
Exactly. Divine intelligence, or God, however you conceive it, is defined by order, principle, coherence. If you're broadcasting chaos from within.
You get chaos reflected back in your life. Makes sense.
Yep.
Energy leaks, as they put it.
Total alignment is required. What you say, feel, think, and even do needs to line up. That's coherence.
Which brings us to, honestly, what sounds like the hardest part. Achieving that coherence seems to require, well, letting go of who we think we are now.
That's the crux of it. Renouncing the old Adam, the old identity, being born anew.
Like that conversation between Jesus and Nicodemus. Unless one is born anew.
They cannot see the kingdom of God. And the original Greek word there, anothen, is fascinating.
What does it mean?
It means from the origin or from above, like returning to your original high origin divine blueprint before the fall into limitation.
So the old Adam is that consciousness that believes the 3D world, the lack, the struggle, the matrix, whatever you call it, is the ultimate reality.
Yes. The sleep of the soul, believing in the illusion of scarcity and separation. And shedding that. Wow, that feels like trying to empty an ocean with a teaspoon sometimes. The resistance is huge.
It is. That's why they use the vessel analogy. You can't pour new wine into old wineskins, right? You can't fill a cup with something new until you empty out the old stuff.
Otherwise, you just mix it all up and get, murky water, chaos again.
Exactly. You have to empty the old beliefs, the old resentments, the old identity to make space for the new reality, the new you.
So the focus shifts entirely. It's not about fighting the external world.
No, that's exhausting and futile, according to these teachers. The subtle world, the world of spirit, energy, consciousness, that's the cause. The 3D world is just the effect, the reflection.
The result, or even the deception.
Right. Change the cause, the inner state, and the effect must change. That's why they say, be still and know. Look within. Quiet the outer senses, the carnal eye, and open the inner spiritual eye.
Okay, so let's say we're working on that internal cleanup. How do we actually do the metaphysical prayer itself? There are steps, rules.
Yes, very specific architecture. It starts with this concept of agreement. Matthew's gospel. If two agree.
But it's not just about two people agreeing, is it?
Not necessarily. The Greek root, symphotizousin, gives us our word symphony.
Ah, like musical harmony.
Exactly. It means to vibrate in unison. The two that must agree are your inner self, your divine consciousness, and your desired reality. You need to achieve that internal symphony, that resonance with what you want.
Okay, I like that. Harmony. So rule number 1, Neville Goddard really hammered this home. Pray from the end.
Absolutely non-negotiable. You focus only on the final scene, the feeling of the wish fulfilled.
How you feel after it's happened.
Yes. Vividly imagine it. Feel the relief, the joy, the satisfaction. How do you walk? How do you talk? Who are you being now that it's done?
So not focusing on the messy middle, the how.
Definitely not the how or the when. That's crucial. Your conscious mind is too limited to figure out the best path. Trying to micromanage the process actually blocks it. It shows a lack of faith.
It's like ordering from Amazon, you said earlier. You focus on getting the package, not mapping the truck's route.
Exactly. You trust the delivery system. Any action you take should feel inspired, flowing naturally from that feeling of fulfillment, not forced by anxiety.
Okay, inspired action, not panicked action. Got it. Rule 2, enter the secret. Enter your room, close the door.
Metaphysically, your room is your inner self.
Yeah.
Your consciousness.
And closing the door.
That's vital. It means do not let anyone else's energy or opinions into your sacred space during gestation. No discussion, no seeking validation, no sharing doubts.
Protect the seed. Like a vulnerable little seedling, you keep it safe from harsh winds or contamination.
Perfect analogy. Keep it secret. The Father in the secret is that divinity within you, your inner kingdom. It sees the invisible truth, the already accomplished fact, not the temporary outer appearances.
Right. Then rule 3, this one hits hard. Avoid vain repetitions. This seems to directly contradict common affirmation practice.
It does. Because vain repetition, according to these sources, comes from a place of lack of coherence. It implies you're trying to convince yourself or the universe through sheer effort because you don't truly feel it is done.
You're repeating it because you doubt it.
Precisely. It's mental forcing, not spiritual allowing. They argue that one single prayer or declaration made with full internal coherence, feeling, thought, word perfectly aligned, is infinitely more powerful.
Then thousands of repetitions filled with underlying doubt.
Exactly. This requires a certain spiritual maturity, purity of heart. It means really letting go of old resentments and negativity first. Applying that law of forgiveness cleans the channel.
Okay, that makes sense. It's about the quality of the coherence, not the quantity.
Quality over quantity, absolutely.
And finally, rule 4, according to your faith. But faith here isn't just wishful thinking.
No, not mental belief alone. It's primarily an emotional alignment. Faith is the feeling, the inner knowing, the conviction that it is done. It's given, according to your capacity, to feel it is real.
So if I'm trying to manifest, say, $1 million, but deep down that feels utterly impossible, completely alien.
That you haven't achieved the required emotional state, the faith. The manifestation happens when the desired reality shifts from feeling like a wild miracle to feeling, well, just normal.
Natural. Like, of course, this is how it is.
Yes. When having that partner or that income or that health feels like the most natural thing in the world for you, that's when the door swings open. It feels settled, done.
So pulling it all together, the entire architecture rests on this inside-out principle.
Completely. The kingdom is within. We're the channel. Our primary job isn't manipulating the outside world. It's cleaning and ordering our inner world. Thoughts, emotions, words.
Getting that internal house in order first.
That's the metaphysics of it. The internal structure creates the external life. We get to choose what we bind, what we give power to, what we fixate on in our consciousness, and what we lose, what we release, what we stop giving energy to.
Like choosing to stop binding ourselves to old hurts or limiting beliefs.
Precisely. We can lose ourselves from the old identity. It's an internal governance model.
It's demanding, certainly. Requires real internal discipline.
It does, which leads to maybe a final thought for you, the listener, to consider.
Right.
If you truly are the sovereign ruler of your inner kingdom, and if these sources are right, that success hinges on abandoning that old identity, the inner chaos, the belief in lack, the resentments, then how much of your current external reality is simply a perfect mirror reflecting back the inner disorder you haven't yet been willing, or maybe haven't known how, to fully clear out?